Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to the Bitcoin Retirement Plan website / YouTube. Got a great training video for you here today. Once again, my name is Mike McDonald with the McDonald Marketing Group, and we're going to share with you a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet that will help you build your business. Now, I want to send out a big old attaboy to two of my buddies, Mr. Bob Patrick and Mr. Tom LaFalce, who helped me put together this spreadsheet. So sit back, review this because it's a learning video as well. We're going to share with you information that will help you build your business to a whole new level. Stay tuned. Okay, everybody, thanks for stopping back by here. I want to take a few minutes out, and I'm really excited about sharing this spreadsheet with you because I truly believe the more educated we are about how this system works, the easier it's going to be to build our bank account, you might say, of Bitcoins. I truly believe that we have probably the greatest opportunity to build a legacy income than anything I've ever seen. This is the most brilliant business model when you incorporate obviously crowdfunding with Bitcoin. It is absolutely beautiful. And if you watch my other videos, you've seen hopefully the one that says how to earn 84.2 Bitcoins over and over and over and over. Well, let me show you kind of how the money side of it works and how gathering up the Bitcoins themselves work. Now, let me read this disclaimer. No guarantees are made on how many Bitcoins you will earn. Earnings are based 100% on your efforts and the efforts of the people on your team. No guarantees made on the price of Bitcoin today or in the future. The value of the Bitcoins go up and down based on supply and demand. So, we just want to make that disclaimer. More information on this Excel spreadsheet, feel free to reach out and email me, and I'd be glad to send you a copy of this Excel spreadsheet because I truly believe that this will help you understand how the donations come in and how the donations go out. How you can accumulate 84.2 Bitcoins over and over and over. Now, the key to this is to build a team. And a team stands for together, everybody achieves more. Now, this is a partnership to where you're actually going to be inviting people. So this is by invitation only, you might say. This is not one of those network marketing deals or a multi-level marketing deal where you got pills, potions, and lotions and services or whatever, where you have auto ship, you got to pay for websites, you got commissions coming in, you got to worry about chargebacks, you got to worry about credit cards. None of this is what we're talking about. This is something that, once again, I believe is the most brilliant business model of creating wealth that I've ever seen. So you want to surround yourself with the same like-minded people that understand that this is a business model to build wealth. And so that's part of what we do here at McDonald Marketing Group is educate people on how to build wealth at all levels. So let's talk a little bit about the flow chart itself. Now, we have different columns here. With Bitcoin Funding Team, we have 5 stages that we're going to go through. Now, obviously, some people refer to this as a 2x5 matrix. I look at it as building a team of 62 people. Now, it starts off with me going out and getting 2 people and helping them to get 2 people, become 4. Then we are going to help those 4 people get their 2 people that will become 8, and we'll help those people get their 2 people to become 16. 16 becomes 32. And you add that up, and that is a total of 62 people on your team. So this represents the people on your team. This column here will represent the donations that will be made. As you move down each stage, you're going to be making donations or paying it forward. This column right here represents the total amount of Bitcoins earned to you. So you're going to be earning up to 84.2 Bitcoins as you go through this cycle of 5 stages. Now, you can do that slow or you can do that fast. It totally depends on the quality of people that you choose to be on your team, how educated they are, and how fast they move through the various stages. The column in blue here would represent the dollars if you converted Bitcoin into US dollars. Now, for this illustration, in this spreadsheet, up here in this yellow box, I have made it to where you can change this price because we know Bitcoin goes up and Bitcoin goes down. And so when I was wanting to put this together, once again, the two gentlemen that helped me with this, Bob Patrick and Tom LaFalce, we sat around and brainstormed on how to put this together, but these guys really know how to build Excel spreadsheets, and our minds came together. So once again, a big old thank you to those guys. Now, the cool part about this is we can change this number, and I'll show that to you here in a few minutes because we know that right at this moment of the video that we're making, Bitcoin is more than $1,000. It's like $1,200. But this column right here in the blue represents the dollars if the Bitcoin had a value of $1,000, and that's what we're going to illustrate. Now, the column right here illustrates the total donations that you're going to be making at each stage as you go through the 5 stages. Now, the column in red is the total amount if you were converting the Bitcoins into US dollars that you're going to be donating. We call that pay it forward here in red. This column is the total amount of Bitcoins that you gain after you've made your donations. This is the dollars that would convert to after you've made your donations. So let's walk through this step at a time. Step 1 is you are going to make a donation. The donation is going to be 0.1. That's 10%. So all these percentage, all this right here are percentages. So 0.1 is 10% of the $1,000. So that's $100 that you're going to donate. That's what's going to activate your website. Now, the beautiful thing about our program is you're getting a free website. In this website, you activate it by making a donation. Once you've made a donation, you'll get your referral link. That's when you start referring your people, at least 2. Now, you can get 4 or 8 or as many as you want. The more you bring in, the more you do, the more your people will do, because the old saying is the speed of the pack is the speed of the leader, is the speed of the pack. So, you get your 2 people. Once you've made your donation, you look in to you get your link. You bring in 2 people, you invite 2 people to participate. When they make their donations, those 2 donations come to you. So each donation is $100. That means you've accumulated 0.2 Bitcoins, $200, and right now you're going to take those $200 and you are going to pay it forward and donate that. In other words, every time at each stage, here's what we recommend. At each stage, when you've received 2 donations, you are going to make a donation. When you receive 2 donations, you're going to make a donation. So when you receive your first 2 donations from the people you bring in, you're going to collect 0.2 in Bitcoin. That equates to $200 in this scenario. You pay it forward. Now your account over here is at 0. You've not earned any money or any coins at this point because you gave those in a donation to the person above you, okay? But what that does is it opens up stage 2, which is 4 people now becoming part of your team. Those 4 people will be making $200 donations to you and are 0.2 Bitcoins. So now you will receive 0.8 Bitcoins. And so now you have brought in 800 in US dollars if you're converting that at this point. So you're going to take 2 of those. Remember, when you get 2 donations, you pay it forward to. So you're going to take 2 of those donations, which is 2 and 2 is 4, so that's $400 you're going to pay up. But now you're $400 in a positive. So you're 0.4 in Bitcoin on a gain. So now you begin to create positive cash flow once you get, into the stage 2 level. Very important that you follow me here. When you get the first 2 donations on stage 2, you pay it forward. That opens up stage 3. On stage 3, 8 people will come into your platform donation center on stage 3. On stage 3, they will be paying you 0.4. That's the 400 that we talked about just a second ago. That means you will now accumulate 3.2 Bitcoins. That's $3,200 now that comes into your personal e-wallet. Now keep in mind, the beautiful part of this is all the donations come from one person to the next person. They don't go through any kind of company. They don't go through any kind of bank. There's not credit cards here to be worried about or chargebacks to be worried about. 100% of the donation is going to the person. So there's no commissions paid out. Very, very important to understand that. Stage 3, you got 8 people. You're going to receive 3.2 in Bitcoin. If you converted that, that's $3,200 plus the 800, 200. So you're making, right this point, about $4,200 a month just by having 14 people. 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. So at this point right here, stage 3, that converts to 3.2 Bitcoins plus this, right? So that's a beautiful thing. You're now beginning to get into positive cash flow. You look over here, that's $2,200 plus the 400. So now you're at $2,600 in positive cash flow. Now, as in stage 3, you begin to start receiving the Bitcoins. You're going to take your first 2 donations and you're going to pay it forward. So you're going to take 1 full Bitcoin or $1,000. You're going to pay it forward so you can open up stage 4. When you open up stage 4, that's 16 people are going to do what you did. Okay? So 16 people are going to pay you 1 full Bitcoin. So you're going to collect 16 Bitcoins. You convert that into US dollars. That's $16,000. Now you have a positive cash flow over here of $14,000 because remember you paid $1,000 out, and now you're going to pay $2,000 out because now to go to stage 5, you've got to remember you got to pay 2 of those donations. When 2 of those come in, 1 plus 1 is 2. You're going to take $2,000. You're going to pay it forward. That's 2 full Bitcoins, so you can open up stage 5. Stage 5, this is really powerful. Stage 5 is 32 people will be sending you 2 full Bitcoins. That's a total of 64 Bitcoins. That's a total of 64,000 coming in, 0 going out because at this point you have gone through your 5 stages, so there's no more donation going out right here. So let's add those numbers up. You've received another 64 coins, 64,000. Now let's look at the final numbers. You've got 62 people on your team. You've accumulated 84.2 Bitcoins. You paid out 3.7 in Bitcoins, leaving you a balance of 80.5 in positive gains in Bitcoins. So this could happen over and over and over again. So if you want to know how that converts into dollars as you begin to collect Bitcoins, simply use this chart up here and you can change this number. Now, the gurus in the cryptocurrency industry believe that Bitcoin by the end of this year could easily go to $2,000 to $3,000 to $4,000. Well, let's just change this number to 2. As you can see now, it's 2,000 per Bitcoin. Now, what I want you to do is take a pencil and write down the number at the bottom in blue, which is 84,200. Now write down this thin one over here at 80,500. Because what I want to show you is the Bitcoins don't change when you go through these 5 cycles, 5 stages. You're still going to collect 84.2 Bitcoins. You're still going to send out 3.7 Bitcoins, and you're still going to gain 80.5 Bitcoins regardless of what the price of Bitcoin is, right? So let's just say that by the end of this year, Bitcoin goes from 1,200 is what it is right now to 2,000. What is that going to do to your nest egg of Bitcoins? This is the whole idea of collecting Bitcoin as your retirement, is to accumulate as many Bitcoins as you can. So watch what happens to your 84.2 Bitcoins. You ready? Boom. It went to $168,000. $168,400. Same amount of Bitcoin. Same, now your donations change, but you still have the same positive gain of 80.5 in positive gain, and you're sitting on 161,000. Now, this is the beautiful thing. This could, if you're good enough, and if your team is good enough, this can happen over and over and over again. It could happen multiple times. Let's say it happened once a month. Jiminy crickets, that's 168,400 a month revenue coming in with a net gain of 161,000. No guarantee, but if you put the right team together and you put the right training together and you put the right education together, this can happen. Numbers don't lie. Numbers are the numbers. Now, as you begin to accumulate this, what if we're going to change that if it goes to 4,000? Drum roll, please. Watch what happens when it goes to 4,000. Now, that's 336,800 cash flow coming in. You're going to spend 14,800 going out in donations. My question to you is this: would you spend $14,800 to generate 336,800? I hope you say yes to that. The more you give, the more you receive. It's just that simple. So with that being said, what if this coin goes to $10,000? Rumor has it that it could. What if it took 3 to 4 to 5 years to get to 10,000? Look at the numbers. Drum roll, please. Bam! $842,000 coming in, $37,000 going out, a total net gain of $805,000. That's just if you went through the cycle one time. What if you went through the cycle 3, 4, 5, 10 times? Is it possible? Absolutely possible. It hinges on your belief system, how fast you're willing to get educated, the people you invite to take a look at this. So whoever invited you to take a look at Bitcoin Funding Team, lock arms with them, get educated about crowdfunding, get educated, more importantly, about Bitcoin and how Bitcoin is going to change the world, change the globe. It is a global currency. If there was ever a time for you to get serious about something, this is the time for you to get serious about your future, because we're now talking about legacy type income here that could change you, your family, your kids, and the kids' families for generations and generations. So thank you for this opportunity to share this information with you. I have other videos that you might want to check out here at Bitcoin Retirement Plan. We're all in this thing together. We all want to win. We all want to have success. and I look forward to the journey. If I can ever be of help, just give me a buzz or reach out to me. You guys have a awesome, awesome journey wherever it is that you go. God bless, take care, and we'll see you on the beaches of the world.